Hey, it's Tim.
And it's Amy from GoWithLess. We're really glad that you're here. Today's video is going to be all about our October numbers. We spent 9 days in luxurious Maui. We are sharing our YouTube earnings and all of our spending for the month of October. We're going to break that down for you. If this is your first time here, we come out with a new video every Wednesday. They cover our early retirement, our nomadic life, budget travel, all sorts of those things. We hope you'll subscribe over here, ring the notification bell. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Take it away with Maui.
We spent $830 in total for our Maui trip. That includes airfare, that includes our lodging, that includes all the food we had when we were there. It includes all of our transportation, getting around the island. Every single penny we spent associated with this trip, $830 for 9 days for this phenomenal trip. So travel hacking saved us $5,800. We were very impressed with this number after the fact, so we were very happy with this trip and the numbers and the way it turned out.
And we are moving this week and next week. These are the two busiest weeks of maybe our entire lives. So we're going to do a full dedicated video about how exactly did we save $5,800 on that trip. We're going to do a dedicated video for that. Those sorts of videos take a lot longer. We do not have the time. It's kind of a miracle we are getting this out, to be fully honest.
Our hair is on fire.
Yes.
It is crazy at the moment here.
That hair on fire is like, I'm as busy as could be. Well, I'm surprised that we aren't bald. Okay, so Maui, fabulous. And by the way, this was not a house sit. This was a luxurious resort. 9 days we spent on the island. So we can't wait to share that with you. Hopefully you'll subscribe and check that out when we come out with that in several weeks. Our YouTube earnings were down this past month, October. They were $318. They were down more than $100 from the previous month. That is because we had a big video the previous month, which helped us out quite a bit. And we didn't have any of those big videos, but we're real happy about that because that's just extra money that we weren't really planning, I guess.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Now we're going to get into our real-time October spending. These are the dollars that we actually spent in the month of October. Every dollar that we spent cash or on a credit card, etc. This is the cash we actually spent this month. We spent $3,486 this month in total, which puts us $486 over our target. So we plan to spend $3,000 a month. That's what we hope to spend. And we're a little off this month. We're over budget by $486.
Now, we are able to spend up to $50,000 a year without even a pinch. So we're way under that. And our $3,000 is just because we can live that life. And that $36,000 a year does include a lot of fat. It's just that with these outliers, which we're going to discuss some of them today, everything that we had as an outlier in October, it's just kind of surprising how much fat I think is in our budget that we're only like not even $500 over budget when you see how many outliers there were. So I'm going to get started with our number one category. And this seems to take the top of the list just about every month, and that is travel. So the $830 we spent on Maui, some of those things could have been purchased months ago, like reservations and things like that. So how much did the trip cost is one thing. How much did we spend in the exact month is another set of numbers. So hopefully that makes sense. If not, please leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to explain it. So our travel was $1,273. There's a lot happening in that. I had a $100 passport renewal, and I don't know if you know this, but you can get like an extra thick passport, so like extra double pages, so that it's the same price. So that if you're doing a lot of travel as we are, you only pay the one price, and hopefully we don't have to replace it as often. Also, my sister was in town with her family of 4 people, and we have one car that fits 5 people, and the 2 kids are kind of teens and they are adult size. So we had about $200 on a rental car when my sister was here. Now, we've talked in the past about like the what if. Some people may have kept a bigger car to accommodate the what if we need a bigger car 4 days a year. Let's just keep the bigger car, what if? Well, it cost us $200 and we rented a car and it was completely great, a minivan, and it was perfect for 6 adult-sized people. And that was a great, like, what if? Just go rent the car.
Yeah, we also had quite a bit of spending in Maui for food. I think we spent over $400 for food in Maui, so that's a big chunk of that travel number. We also signed up for a renewal for one of Amy's credit cards. We spent $450 renewing that credit card. Also, something that Amy additionally renewed this month was her TSA PreCheck and Global Entry. So that cost $100. And we have a credit card that reimburses us for that, so that was a net zero impact on our budget, but she did also have that expense this month that just didn't cost us anything.
And I hate to put these numbers out and not say, here's the credit cards, here's all that. We're doing videos about all these things that are going to drill right down into it. I think you may be surprised, if you know how frugal we are, how much we spend on credit card annual fees. We spend a lot of money on credit card annual fees. So we're going to be getting into that at the end of the year or the beginning of January, just like we're going to be talking about breaking down that Maui trip. So that made our spending, as Tim mentions, or one of us mentioned, $1,273 on travel. Next is another category that is often number 2, but we had some big outlier doctor's appointments, and that is health. Our health care was $826. That includes 2 different health care plans. One is our Liberty Health Shares, and the other is our ACA plan with an incredibly high deductible, $6,000 per person, and that ACA plan only costs us $14. But like I said, we do have a big deductible, and we had a giant outlier.
So the outlier happened to be an out-of-pocket expense with our dermatologist. We go every single year for a skin check, and that expense was $348 for both of us to go see the dermatologist for our annual visit.
If you're watching this, make sure you go get your annual skincare dermatologist appointment.
Here's the funny thing. We also were just coming back from Hawaii, and we had both had a little more sun than we should have had, so we got chastised. Yeah.
She yelled at us. And I have my fancy health club in there. It's like maybe $80. We've been so busy with our moving and our purging, I haven't possibly been able to get to the gym. So there's just we waste money too, sadly, and we're not thrilled about it, but that's coming to an end really, really soon. I don't want to cancel it because if I can get there, I would love to get there. I have a dance class I love so much. The next category is super boring. We're going to go really quickly. Bills, $415. That is mostly our HOA. It's our electricity, our gas, just internet, stuff like that.
Yeah, boring stuff.
Yeah.
Our food expense this month was $401, and that would not include any food that we ate while we were traveling. So this is in addition to the $400 that we spent in Maui alone. We spent $400 back here at home on food. So this is also a little high for us. We're typically not spending this much money. However, this month we're not going to the grocery store as much. We're doing convenience foods. We're eating out a little bit more than we should, and so it's our food bill is a little high.
And it's kind of unfortunate because we're not cooking at home, and it's because we need convenient foods because of our soon move, but it is definitely taking its toll on our health, on our sleep, on our weight.
Waistline.
Yeah, when we eat at home and cook our own food, we are healthier and cheaper.
Without a doubt.
It's a win-win. So we're lose-lose right now, and we're looking forward to hopefully having that ability to cook and take our time soon.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we have maybe about 2 months or so before things maybe become a little calm. Okay, next is a real exciting one. It's $287, and that's what we are calling home. Home is our storage unit, which is somewhere in the $50 a month range. And then it is our Escapees travel, like RV club, and that is in Texas. We talked about we're going to be domiciling in Texas. Well, we've already gone ahead. We've secured a mailbox. We've signed up for the fee. That's not a monthly fee. That's mostly an annual fee. Is that right?
That is 100% an annual fee.
So this Escapees club deals with RVers around the country who do not have a permanent address. Because we're going to be traveling around the world, it's kind of the same idea. And they deal with sorting our mail and scanning it, shredding it, and they count as a real legit address. And I'm going to put a video up here about that if you are interested, because we get real into the numbers on that one.
And actually, I'm going to retract what I just said. It's not 100% an annual fee. There was maybe $100 in there of signing up for the service. So it is mostly an annual fee.
Okay, next. There's an outlier in this one, and that is our auto. So it's $249. Most of that is gas, a teeny bit of paid parking, which we have a hard time paying for paid parking. However, when we came home from Maui, we parked outside at the lot, and we had a crack in our windshield. We had a $100 deductible from our auto insurance, so they did fix us right up. What kind of extra stinks, is that we're selling this car at the end of May, so we're not looking to put any money into new things for our car. So it was unfortunate, but it was $100. And there's another outlier.
Yep. And then our final category is going to be a grouping of things. These are small items. So it includes entertainment, gifts, and a little bit of shopping. And this is going to be under $50 in total that we had in those 3 categories. And so
we don't break it out.
That we do not break it out. So that rounds out to, again, $3,486 that we spent in the month of October.
So again, we're close to $500 over our $3,000 like number that we're trying to hit, but there are so many outliers in that breakdown that we just gave that I think it's kind of surprising how much fat is in there. So when we're really having a lean month without the outliers, we're in the low 2000s. It's just that we've had a whole bunch of expenses come up. I think some of them have to do with our move, and like there's just been extra outliers, and it's good to plan on those because you never know when that happens.
Yeah, I think the unfortunate thing is we talk a lot about this $3,000 a month, $36,000 a year, and we are not going to make that number this year. It's just impossible given what we know is coming up in the next 2 months. So we'll see how it works out next year, and that's still going to be our goal to meet this $3,000 a month number. But this month,
moving on, like in future years.
In future years.
Yeah, we're thinking it's going to be closer to the lower 40,000s this year.
Exactly.
And it is what it is. I'm wearing my Choose FI t-shirt today because we were on the Choose FI podcast again, giving a little update on our life. Last time we were on the show was over 1.5 years ago, and at that point we said we would be maintaining a home in Colorado. We had no plans in long-term, full-time travel, and we wanted a home.
They actually asked us the question directly on the show. Would you ever consider selling your home and being full-time travelers? We both, I think, in concert said no.
No way.
No way. So
Here we are. Yeah. So we wanted to go back and show how flexibility in FIRE is a really wonderful attribute. So we hope that you'll check out that episode on Choose FI. It comes out on November 22nd. We are in the next 2 weeks is absolute craziness, getting our house ready for photographs and ready to list. So we will love any well wishes that we could get because we're like kind of sinking with how much we have to do. So with that, hasta luego. We'll see you next Wednesday.